So I found this today. It's called a slanket, a blanket with sleeves. I don't know why you would wear this and not just a coat if you're going to go to all the trouble. Seems ridiculous. It's way too hot. I'm going to take it off. GeorgeTown. I don't want to make today's video, I just want to play around with the slanket and make stupid jokes. But I've got to be grown up. Hence the sitting cross-legged on the floor thing. It's JVA 31, the 31st out of 31 consecutive days of video making. And I, for one, have enjoyed the heck out of it. I don't know about anyone else. I feel like it's been a great experience. I also feel like we've come much closer together as a community and made friends in a really profound way, and that's a really big deal for me. I feel like it's safe to assume at this point that anyone still watching is someone who cares about me and what I do, someone who likes my music and my videos. So I feel like I'm talking to the right audience. And what I'm going to do today is just tell you about some of the realities of my life. Some of you may already know that I went to law school, and I decided at the end of law school that I wasn't going to be a lawyer because I discovered that it was just as competitive as pretty much anything else in the world. I figured if I'm going to compete at something, why not compete at something that really matters to me? So I decided to be a musician. So I feel like I damn sure owe it to myself to compete hard at this, to make my best effort. And that's why I'm not ashamed to ask you guys for some help, and boy do I need it. I've been making really wonderful progress over the last couple of years with my music and my YouTube stuff. I've made a bunch of wonderful friends, I've built up an audience, I've had some fantastic opportunities to play live, and I've worked with some wonderful people. But this year I need to continue that progress, and indeed increase it in a serious way. I've always been the kind of artist who likes to keep expenses low. I don't like unjustifiable expenses because they stifle creativity. They make you pander to a certain audience in order to recoup, and they stop you making the kind of art that you want to make. So I don't record my music in glamorous studios. I don't pay for musicians to come and play the instruments for me. I don't spend money on the rights to songs I haven't written. I write all my own songs. I play all my own instruments. I record all my own stuff. Because that way I can keep the budget as low as possible and make the music I want to make. And same goes for my videos. The only thing I've really spent any money on at all in the last 3 years is this camera that you're watching me through now, which I think was a good investment. But just like everyone else, I need to make a living. I need to buy food. I need to pay rent. I don't want to be living with my mum or my sister for the rest of my life. It's not conducive to good work apart from anything else. I've always felt, and I still feel, like I'd be perfectly happy just to barely scrape by. But I need to make major progress this year if I'm going to do that. I saw a TED talk a little while ago by Amanda Palmer talking about the power of asking. She said that one way an artist can make a living is by creating an atmosphere around themselves where people who like what they do feel like they have the option to help. And that's all I want to do, is create the atmosphere where you feel like you can help me if you want to. I don't want to put any pressure on anyone. I don't want anyone to feel guilty. I just want you all to know that there's a million different ways you can help me, and that I'd be super glad if you did. And that's a big part of what JVA has been about, creating this atmosphere where it feels like it's enjoyable to be a part of something. I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching all these videos I've worked so hard to make. And I hope that going forward you will derive just as much joy out of helping me to make the major progress that I need to make this year. Sorry, I just went to get a glass of water. So anyway, this is me holding my hands up and saying, I need your help, and I'd be delighted if you felt able to give it. There's two distinct but overlapping things that need to happen this year. I need to make more money, and I need to increase my audience significantly. Now, the easiest way to help me is simply to buy some of my stuff. I set up a brand new Bandcamp account, which I'm really excited about. For the first time ever, you can buy all my albums there as digital downloads, and you can pay whatever you like for them above a certain minimum. The most exciting thing of all is that I've collected all the original songs that I've performed as Saturday songs into one album called the Saturday Song Scrapbook, and that's available on the Bandcamp for a minimum of £2. 15 songs, nearly an hour, and it's only £2 or more if you want. Now, these are all things that are available for free on YouTube already, but I figure if everyone watching this spent just £2 on it, that would make a huge difference. And it would help me massively as I start making the first of 2 brand new albums I'm recording this year. 2, I know, exciting. More news to come soon. But you can also buy my old albums there on CD or as downloads, and there's some merchandise as well, posters and badges and stuff. I'm going to be updating it regularly and mentioning it regularly on my Twitter and my Facebook and my YouTube videos and stuff. I'm not ashamed of wanting you to buy this stuff because I think it's really great. So get yourself a little gift. It would make the world of difference in my life, and I hope that you want to do that. But if you don't, or if you can't, there are other ways you can help. For example, it's really easy to forget that every interaction you have with me online really helps me out. Every time you like or comment on a video, every time you retweet something, every time you like a picture on Facebook, every time you just say hi, it increases my visibility on the internet. It makes it more likely that more people will see me and what I do. It creates a buzz about I Am GeorgeTown, and ultimately it makes it more likely that more people will come and watch what I do, which is the idea. So I hope that over the course of this year you and I will enjoy lots lots and lots of interaction, because it all helps. And most of all, if you're listening to some of my music or watching a video that you like, tell your friends about it, please do, because there's nothing stronger than a recommendation from somebody to make other people interested in something. And believe you me, I genuinely appreciate every little thing that you guys do for me. Further to that, if anyone's got any ideas or any specific things they think they could do to help me, please just get in touch. For example, I really want to play on the main stage at Summer in the City this year. If anyone watching this can help me make that happen, drop me a line. But my most important and I think exciting plan for bringing about the necessary progress this year is development of the community we have here. I'm doing a complete overhaul of Team Georgetown, okay? There's a link in the description to the Team Georgetown Facebook group. It's essentially a sort of a street team that I set up a little over a year ago with the idea that people who really wanted to could help me to achieve the things I wanted to achieve. I'm going to re-kickstart that thing so that anyone who wants to, and again, remember, you don't have to, but anyone who feels like they've got the time and the energy to devote to helping me out can do that in a serious and meaningful way. We're going to be doing something called Project Tuesdays, which will involve, I think, every other Tuesday, doing things like contacting local newspapers and asking them to run articles about me, or doing Georgetown-related drawings and sharing them on Twitter. It's going to be tons of fun, and it's going to make a big difference in terms of increasing my audience. I'm also going to be asking if any of you feel like you can volunteer some of your time on a regular basis to help me in a more serious way, as a gig booker or a publicist or my manager. Now please don't volunteer for these things unless you seriously think you've got the time and the inclination, because I'm going to be asking you to spend a regular few hours a week. For example, looking for places that I can play live. And obviously I'm not going to be able to pay you, although I will of course make sure you get all the free CDs and stuff that you want. But anyway, I'm going to be taking these things fairly seriously as kind of quasi-jobs. So if you want to volunteer as my manager, say, again, get in touch. There's a bunch of ways to do that in the description, or you can just leave me a comment. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to say. I think I'm going to sum up now and simply say that I have had the best time this month. I hope you have too. I've been working unbelievably hard to try and create an atmosphere where we're collaborating in something, where my success is your success and vice versa, and I hope it feels that way to you. Yes, we need to make major progress this year, but I feel really confident that we can, because honestly, and I don't feel like this is blowing my own trumpet because it's as much your achievement as mine, I think Georgetown is the best and most magnificent community of people on the internet. Not just saying that, seriously. I think we've got something really special here, and I want it to last forever. Please help me, there's the link to the new Bandcamp downstairs, super excited about it. Go and have a look around and invite everyone you know, I'm not kidding. Once more, thank you so much for enjoying this January video adventure with me. All I can say is that I honestly love you. Georgetown forever! See you soon.
I am Jamie Gwinnell. Guess what? I am Georgetown.